Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adigunloye. Beginning at the State House, the Implementation Committee on Tax Reforms has assured of readiness for the commencement of implementation of the remaining parts of the tax reform laws by January 2026. Chairman of the Presidential Tax Reform Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, gave the assurance in an interview with State House correspondents after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu in Lagos. The chairman of the National Inland Revenue Service, Zach Adediji, chairman, National Tax Policy Implementation Committee, Joseph Tigbe, and presidential advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, were part of the meeting to brief the president on preparedness for implementation. Two of the four laws under the tax reform laws, the Nigeria Tax Service Establishment Act and the Joint Revenue Establishment Act, have taken effect from June 26, 2025. Oyedele says commencing in January are the remaining two, which are the Nigerian Tax Act and the Nigerian Tax Administration Act.
They plan to commence the new law, the two remaining new laws on the 1st of January 2026. We go ahead as planned on schedule because these reforms are designed to provide relief to the Nigerian people. Bottom 98% of workers will see either no PAYE tax or lower taxes to be paid. Small businesses, 97% of them will be exempted from corporate income tax, VAT, withholding tax, and large businesses will see a drop in the taxes that they pay. The whole idea being to try and promote economic growth, inclusivity, as well as shared prosperity for our people. So we're actually excited at the progress we're making, and we're looking forward to January 1st, 2026.
He explained that the immediate objective of the reform is not for revenue generation, but to generally grow the country's economy. President Bola Tinubu this Friday joined the congregation at the Lekki Central Mosque for the Juma prayer. The president was in company of Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila and National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, among others. The visiting imam to the mosque, Dr. Salahuddin Muniruddin Ariadi, admonished the congregation on tolerance with people of other faiths in the spirit of the season. He said respect for people's religion should be mutual. The Imam commended President Bola Tinubu for his efforts at transforming the country, urging him to sustain the momentum while being conscious of accountability.
The beautiful things you are doing needs more effort. Sir, I want to remind you, that there's no how you can satisfy a human being. No effort you are going to put in place to satisfy a human being. No matter how careful you are, no matter how skillful you are, no matter how honest you are, you can never satisfy a human being. But as soon as you satisfy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you do your best, reminding that one day you will be called for accounts, you will be called for accountability, continue your good work and Allah will be with you. Don't forget, sir, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has chosen you, is there for you. You need to rely on Him solely. Call upon Him if there are challenges. Call upon Him if you want anything, and Allah is there for you. In conclusion, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, whoever has been chosen as a leader and pays attention to the needs of his follower, Allah will take care of him. Allah will guide him aright. Allah will see him through.
Now, the federal government has assured Nigerians that their lives and property will be adequately protected as efforts are on to tackle security challenges. Vice President Kashim Shettima gave the assurance in Maiduguri when he paid a sympathy visit to survivors of the recent bomb blast at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, Borno State. We'll have these reports in our subsequent bulletins. The Nigerian Air Force has confirmed that its C-130 aircraft, NAF 913, arrived safely at the maintenance facility in Lisbon, Portugal, December 26, 2025. The ferry flights were successfully completed, transiting Banjul and Casablanca in line with an updated flight plan and established aviation safety protocols. Statements by the Director of Public Relations, Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodame, indicates that the aircraft and crew arrived without incident, marking the final phase of the movements for the scheduled depot maintenance. All personnel are safe and remain in high spirits. The Nigerian Air Force appreciates the cooperation and support of host authorities throughout the transit, while reaffirming its unwavering commitment to the highest standards of safety, professionalism, and operational accountability. Meanwhile, the federal government has confirmed airstrikes on terrorist targets in the northwest of the country. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga, in a statement, disclosed that Nigeria is engaged in structural security cooperation with international partners, including the United States of America, to tackle terrorism and violent extremism. Tuga explained that this has led to precision hits on terrorist targets by airstrikes in the northwest, irrespective of faith or ethnicity. He recalled that the U.S. government had earlier confirmed it would send additional support to boost surveillance, security operations, and counter-terrorism efforts in the northern parts of Nigeria, in line with established bilateral understandings that include exchange of intelligence, strategic coordination, and other forms of support consistent with shared commitment to regional and global security. The minister pointed out the airstrikes were following President Trump's order on Thursday for U.S. strikes against ISIS militants operating in the northwest of Nigeria, as guided by international laws. And Nigeria Police Force Special Tactical Squad has recorded major operational successes in a series of intelligence-driven raids carried out across several states of the Federation, leading to the arrest of 22 suspects linked to armed robbery, kidnapping, banditry, car snatching, impersonation, and drug trafficking. A statement by the force operatives recovered 6 firearms, including AK-47 and AK-49 rifles, a submachine gun, pump-action guns, and a LAR rifle, alongside assorted ammunition, vehicles, motorcycles, illicit drugs, and other incriminating exhibits believed to have been used in the commission of various crimes. A major breakthrough was recorded along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway, where 13 brand new motorcycles were intercepted and a suspect linked to economic sabotage was arrested. In the Federal Capital Territory, operatives apprehended an escapee from the Kuje Custodial Center, as well as a suspect impersonating a police officer. Further arrests were also made in Edo, Lagos, Ogun, and Nasarawa states. Commending the operatives for their professionalism and dedication, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun reaffirmed the force's commitment to protecting lives and property, dismantling criminal networks, and sustaining nationwide security operations. He urged members of the public to continue providing timely and credible information to support ongoing policing efforts across the country. This is News Desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Back in a moment with more reports. Stay with us.
Legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture.
Season's greetings from all of us at Risco Foods. The festivities are already in the air, and we'd like to especially thank you for your continued patronage of Risco Foods, the only tomato brand to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the federal government of Nigeria. With our proud Nigerian products and services, we are continuing to create thousands of jobs for our people and for the growth of our economy. Thank you, our esteemed customers, distributors, and partners. Yes, the taste of Nigeria is the taste of celebration and the taste of goodwill and good cooking. We care for your good health and long life. So cook right and eat healthy to live longer. Always buy Risco products. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. As part of efforts to share the joy of the festive season, President Bola Tinubu has extended support to the Christian community in Kano State with the distribution of 1,000 bags of 25 kilograms of rice to mark Christmas and New Year celebrations. The gesture is aimed at promoting unity, easing the burden on families during the holidays, and strengthening national harmony through inclusive outreach. Awal Salisu reports.
The Christmas and New Year palliative distribution was carried out to support vulnerable families within the Christian community in Kano, in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to inclusiveness and national cohesion.
On behalf of Her Excellency, the First Lady and the President, on behalf of the government of Nigeria, we have brought 1,000 bags, and here they are, and we have all the representatives, which I will hand over the 1,000 bags to them.
Beneficiaries expressed appreciation for the gesture, describing it as timely and impactful, especially in the face of rising cost of living.
We have confirmed the receipt of this rice. The Honorable counted the rice and shared it among us equally. And so we are thankful to the President and thankful to him as well for the transparency he has used in this.
It is a very good gesture from the President to remember this Yuletide period of Christmas to reach out to the masses in the country.
The initiative reflects the renewed hope agenda's focus on reaching every segment of society with meaningful interventions and uplift lives and promote a sense of belonging. In Kano, Awal Salisu, NTA News.
Passengers boarding the Abuja-Kaduna train for the Yuletide say traveling by train remains the safest, giving maximum comfort, especially judging by recent gridlocks on some major Nigerian roads. Correspondent Ladibala reports that the 50% discount on fares didn't deter travelers, as large numbers of passengers were traveling on Christmas Day.
Christmas is in the air, and passengers are eager to catch the only available train to Kaduna for the big day. Security checks before boarding are top priority as passengers applaud Nigerian Railway Corporation for making the environment comfortable and safe.
Merry Christmas, NTA is delightful to have you here. We thank God for what is happening. Passengers are very happy. The 50% discount is going on very smoothly. Everywhere is organized.
I love the security impact in it, and then nevertheless it's a beautiful day. So happy to find myself in the train going to Kaduna.
It's very cool actually, because Christmas is a time which we will go and see family members and loved ones, so it's a very special moment for us.
It appears the preference for train transportation is growing among Nigerians by the day.
It's safer, faster, and it feels so comfortable.
The road is crowded. Train is more peaceful for me to travel on.
Transportation is critical to the nation's socio-economic development. Experts urge state government to invest in railways to meet growing needs.
The private sectors to get involved in this. Yes, I believe that, because as a means of mass transport, it's more convenient, less stressful.
The discounted fare service, which started 22 December 2025, is expected to end January 2026.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Let's now bring you State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila's reports on the Vice President Kashim Shettima's visit to survivors of the recent bomb blast at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital.
Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Muhammadu Buhari Trauma Center of the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, accompanied by Governor Babagana Umar Zulum, sympathizing with the survivors of the recent bomb blast in Gambori Market Mosque, Maiduguri, on Wednesday evening, giving his assurance of ending insecurity across the country.
We are here on behalf of the President to commiserate, to sympathize with the victims and reassure the good people of Borno and by extension the nation that the government remains unwavering in its commitment to secure the lives and properties of the citizenry. The governor of Borno has been up and doing, working round the clock to complement the efforts of the federal government, and we sincerely appreciate the efforts and investments in the security architecture by the Borno State government. But most importantly, we are united in victory as well as in challenges. We are one nation tied to a common destiny. By the grace of God, inshallah, this madness will soon be over.
The Chief Medical Director, who received the Vice President along with Governor Babagana Umar Zulum, explained that the hospital received 14 victims after the blast. One died shortly after arriving the facility. 7 are on admission, with 1 in a critical condition at the intensive care unit of the hospital, while 5 have since been discharged. From Maiduguri, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
In the meantime, the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has commended the proactive decisions and security measures of President Bola Tinubu, which they acknowledged have ensured peaceful celebrations of Christmas across the country. The CAN executives, led by its president, Archbishop Daniel Okoh, visited the President and First Lady at their Lagos residence on a festive homage. Archbishop Okoh acknowledged efforts of the government to improve the security situation in some troubled parts of the country.
And to appreciate them for what they are doing, especially for providing for the poor and being committed to moving our country forward. And of course, the recent efforts they are making to see that Nigeria every Nigerian lives in peace in this country. It is something that we are so happy about. I can tell you, this Christmas happened to be the first Christmas in many years that we were not woken up with a phone call at midnight to say that a church was attacked. And it is a testimony that we must share, and we hope and pray that this will continue. We are also here to pledge our commitment to continue to work with the President for the progress and development of our country, Nigeria.
The president of CAN also lauded the responsiveness of President Tinubu to the issues raised in the comments of U.S. President Donald Trump on Nigeria's security situation.
We are seeing renewed efforts and renewed commitments, to strengthen the security architecture and to make sure that at least Nigerians will be going out in peace and coming back in peace. Of course, there is still a lot to be done, but we know that the president has started very well, and we pray that this will be sustained. And we hope that maybe by next year we'll be able to see visible results of what is being done now.
Can President Archbishop Daniel Oko. Now, while most cities are wrapped in the warm glow of Christmas celebrations, in Abuja, a different kind of light flickers in hospital emergency rooms as patients seek urgent care during the festive season. Shehu Mohammed Datti reports that hospitals visited saw staff attending to cases of food poisoning, diabetes complications and hypertension over the Yuletide period.
A visit to some of the hospitals indicates that medical, surgical and accident emergencies were received. At the accident and emergency unit visited, music of the season is replaced by the rhythmic beam of urgent footsteps of medical teams attending to patients.
Diabetic ketoacidosis, painful crisis in sickle cell, things like that, we attend to them and get them resolved. Patient is doing fine. Maybe same day or a day later or 36 hours, we discharge them.
Common cases we see is food poisoning, where people eat and they eat infected food, and they rush them here. They are stooling, they are vomiting, they are passing watery stool and all that. So when they come, we resuscitate them, we give them IV fluids, we give them medications for them to get better.
Investigation reveals that there were no much admissions, being it a public holiday, but emergency cases are attended to and discharged.
Taking things like ginger and garlic, juices or spinach, banana, smoothies that could help with hypertension. Adjusting your diet if you're already a diabetic so as to help the medicines work better.
If you are above 40 years of age, avoid red meat. Alcohol and smoking should be done in moderation. If you are someone that has had a stroke, avoid smoking, avoid alcohol.
The medical experts advises the general public to be cautious of what they eat and drink and adjust diet to avoid certain issues that may lead to medical attention. In Abuja, Shehu Mohammed Datti, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Here's a recap of our top stories. Tax Implementation Committee briefs President Tinubu, targets January 2026 for implementation. Vice President Kashim Shettima visits victims of Maiduguri bomb blast.